Welcome back to the small stuff. Welcome to the small stuff. Welcome to the small stuff. Welcome back. One of the most important things we can do for our learners is actually show them how to learn. And one way we can do that is modelling for them the how of the tasks that we're asking them to do. Let's look at an example. Let's pretend that we're working in the health industry and we have a task which says identify 3 places to inject IV needles and discuss the advantages and disadvantages of each. Okay, so the first thing we can do with this particular one is break it down. We'll focus that it says, okay, we need to identify how many? 3 places to inject. Oh, there's an and which tells us it's a different task. And discuss the what? The advantages, disadvantages. Okay, so let's make my thinking very explicit. We need to identify 3 things. We need to then, for each of these 3 places, let's make my thinking very explicit. We need to identify 3 places, and then for each of those places we need to list the advantages and then the disadvantages. Only then can we do the discussion. So what's the order in which we should do this? And then I'd ask around the room, find out. And the answer probably would be, note the use of different colours. Well, we should identify them first, then we can talk about the advantages, the disadvantages, and then we'll come back and do the discussion. Great, we've got a plan. Now, this is going to involve collecting information, either conducting research perhaps, or using information from our own brains. So let's find a way of putting that information into a simple structure. I love tables. I love tables because they're essentially fill in the blanks. So if we look at this one, we've got 1, 2, 3 columns that we need to have. We need to have place, and then for each place we need to have the advantage and the disadvantage. So we end up with 9 blanks to fill in. By providing this structure with our students, by showing them how we came up with this structure, we are modelling for them how to do a task such as this. That is what teaching is about. That is what training is about. In order for our learners to be able to do these things independently, competently, they need to be able to take that and put it into this form. Then, once they've filled in the information, here, all the boxes, then they will see clearly that they have completed steps 1, 2 and 3, and then we can move to step 4, which is to discuss. Discussing is more discursive, more discussive, more wordy. We can then use this quite simply to create a series of paragraphs. A really easy way to create a discussion for anything is to start with a table of ideas. Let's have a look. Our first paragraph could be about the topic, which essentially is saying that there are places and each place has advantages and disadvantages. Our second paragraph could be about first place and what its advantages and disadvantages are. Our third paragraph could be about the second place. Our fourth paragraph could be about the third place. And our conclusion paragraph could be basically saying on merits, which is the best. Alternatively, we could go a different way, keep the first paragraph the same. First paragraph, or second paragraph, is about all of the different places. The next paragraph is about the advantages of each. The next paragraph is about the disadvantages of each, and your concluding paragraph sums it all up. If you want to break it down even further, each one of these can form a single sentence. Or, if you've got lots of ideas in here, each dot point in here can form a single sentence. This is the level to which we can model the how to our learners. For those with lower LLN levels, for those with less successful educational histories, that's the level to which we can go when we are instructing our learners to help them have the confidence to themselves complete the tasks that they need to complete in order to succeed. So the takeaways here, make it explicit how in our brain we're thinking about going about doing a task, and model for our learners how they too can go about unpacking a task so that they can complete it successfully. A bit of a longer one today, lots in it, worth giving it a go.